Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie, and in this video I'm going to show you all of the DVDs that I have bought secondhand or thrifted during the week. It's been a pretty good week for secondhand shopping. The weather has finally gotten good here in Ireland and it's very warm. So what better to do when the sun finally comes out than go out for a little bit of DVD shopping and a little bit of DVD hunting. I'm trying to work on getting some of the titles that are on my watch list. So I did succeed, and I got a few bits and pieces that I'm really excited about. So I'm going to show everything in this video. So first of all, I actually did get two new DVDs from Amazon this week. So they arrived. So I'll just quickly show you what I got from Amazon. So the first one is this movie Man of the House, starring Tommy Lee Jones, who, if you've watched like my last couple of videos, you'll know I'm going through a phase of Tommy Lee Jones movies at the moment. So I decided to pick this one up. It looks like a really easy to watch kind of a comedy movie starring Tommy Lee Jones. Basically he is a Texas Ranger and he is assigned to protect the witnesses to a murder who just so happened to be a kind of like a squad of cheerleaders. So I don't think the reviews of this one are very good, but I'm just looking forward to like a really easy watch. It just looks quite silly and enjoyable, so I am looking forward to checking this one out. And then the next one from Amazon is this movie called Westworld. So I've recently kind of started getting into the actor Richard Benjamin. And I hadn't actually seen any of his movies, and I recently watched a film called Diary of a Mad Housewife, and he was in it, and like I had to know like what else he was in. He was just so fantastic in that role. I know he has directed a lot of movies, and I've actually seen a lot of the ones that he's directed, but I had never really seen anything else that he had acted in. So I'm really excited to kind of get into his work as well. So this seems to be one of the most notable ones that he has starred in. This kind of sci-fi sort of western film called Westworld. So I'm so excited to check this one out. I don't really know too much about it. I'm going in pretty blind. I know James Brolin is in it as well, which is very exciting. I really like him as well. So so excited to check this one out, Westworld. So I am definitely going to fly through these ones really quickly because it is so hot and I can't sit here for too long. So I'm just going to try and get through them like as quick as I can. So these are all the secondhand ones that I've got recently. So I picked up this one from the Clint Eastwood collection called A Perfect World. It's also starring Kevin Costner as well as obviously Clint Eastwood. I picked up this movie which I have seen before. It's called Sicario. It's a very popular movie. So I know a lot of people watching this have probably seen it, but I know I did watch this one when it came out and I have a really bad memory, so I don't actually remember too much about it. So I'm looking forward to giving this one another rewatch. Also starring Clint Eastwood, I picked up the classic Dirty Harry. It's actually been on my wish list on Amazon to get like the full Dirty Harry collection. But when I saw this one, I just had to snap it up. It was so cheap, so I just had to grab it and I needed to have it in my collection. I then got this Western movie starring Kiefer Sutherland and the late and great Donald Sutherland. It's this Western called Forsaken. Again, not one that I have that I've seen before, but you know, with a cast like this, I'm really excited to check it out. It also has Michael Wincott, Brian Cox and Demi Moore. So I'm very intrigued to see what this one is about. I picked up this movie that again, another one I'm so excited to check out. It's this one starring Mel Gibson called Gallipoli. So this is actually not one that I had heard of until really recently, when I was kind of going back on Mel Gibson's filmography. And I did try to get this online, but then I put it in my basket and I actually found it out when I was thrifting. So really happy to have this one. It's directed by Peter Weir. And the reviews and everything are very good, so Again, another one I'm really looking forward to. Then two crime thrillers that I'm really happy to be adding to my collection. This one, The Pledge, starring Jack Nicholson. And also this one, starring Sean Connery and Lawrence Fishburne, called Just Cause. So very excited to check that one out. And starring Rick Moranis and Ellen Green, I picked up The Little Shop of Horrors. I'm ashamed to say that I haven't seen this one either. It actually looks right up my street. I do love a horror comedy, and you know, like a PG horror film. Something that's kind of spooky and creepy, but you know, it's kind of like family friendly. I do enjoy those kind of movies, so very excited to finally be checking this one out. I picked up this movie that I had actually never heard of until I saw it in the shop. It's this one, starring John Hurt, called Shooting Dogs. It also stars Hugh Dancy. So this one is set in Rwanda in the early 90s, when there was a civil war ongoing. Probably like in a similar vein maybe to the film Hotel Rwanda, which I just think is an incredible film. And so I'm definitely open to kind of getting some more insight into that time, and yeah, just kind of viewing it from another perspective. So Shooting Dogs, really looking forward to checking that out as well. I picked up Shine, starring Jeffrey Rush, and this film won him an Academy Award for Best Actor. I picked up another kind of musical film, Mr. Holland's Opus, starring the amazing Richard Dreyfuss. Surprise, it's another Tommy Lee Jones movie, but I definitely had to pick this one up. This one is called Emperor, starring Tommy Lee and also Matthew Fox. This one just looks really fascinating. So this one being set in a post-World War II Japan. So yeah, again, just really can't wait to check this one out. I picked up, very excitingly, the Lethal Weapon collection. Not a series that I have got into before, but you know, when I started going back and watching again more Mel Gibson movies, it was actually my husband who said that to get the Lethal Weapon collection so we can watch them all together. So I love having like movies that we can watch together, and like having that there's you know, that there's a few entries in the series, so there's 4 movies to check out in this, so I can't wait to get stuck into those. Another series that I got actually just with the sole purpose of watching with him is the Ultimate Bourne collection. I was really happy to find this. Like it's not a series that I've gotten into before, but this is like it's like a steelbook version, and it has the 3 the Matt Damon Bournes in it. So yeah, I was so happy to find this. I think it was like only €1 as well, which is great. I picked up the 70s musical classic Bosie Malone, starring Jodie Foster. I know like so many of the songs from this movie, but I've never watched it. I picked up this film, which again, another one I've never heard of in my whole life. This one stars Olympia Dukakis and Roy Scheider, who like I love. I think they're great actors. So it's called Better Living. I don't know anything about this. It looks to be like a family drama. Definitely just going in blind. I'm just more than happy to kind of just turn it on and see what happens. But just again with a cast that you know, with a cast like this, I'm just kind of happy just to dive in and see what it's all about. I picked up the remake of The Thomas Crown Affair, so the one starring Pierce Brosnan and Renee Russo. I haven't seen either of the Thomas Crown Affair movies, so my original intention was to actually watch the Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway version, but I just found this one and I said, oh, I can check it out, and I can always watch the other one afterwards. Then another family drama, I picked up this one called Imaginary Heroes. So this one stars Sigourney Weaver, Emile Hirsch, Michelle Williams, Kit Purdue and Jeff Daniels. So again, pretty good cast. Another one that I don't know too much about, but again, just the cast intrigued me, and it seems to be maybe in a similar vein to like Ordinary People. just a family sort of dealing with grief, everyone kind of dealing with it in their own way, and sort of how, you know, how the family unit kind of functions following the loss of, you know, a family member. So just one that I'm, you know, I'm looking forward to kind of going in with an open mind and seeing what I think. So I also picked up 4 DVDs that, if anyone remembers, especially if you grew up in the UK or Ireland, there was newspapers from like that used to come out on a Sunday that had DVDs in them, and they came in these kind of little little cardboard kind of slip covers. So I found a couple of movies that I wanted to watch, but they just so happened to be those kind of free newspaper copies. I don't tend to kind of like DVDs that I guess I can't display, like there's no display case. That kind of bugs me a little bit, but these were some movies that were on my list and that I wanted to watch. So I said I would pick them up and give them a go, and if I wanted to upgrade them, I always can. So in those ones, I picked up this movie starring Martin Sheen called Enigma. I picked up Terms of Endearment, which I have seen before, but I'm looking forward to watching it again and having a DVD copy. I picked up The African Queen starring Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn. And I picked up The French Lieutenant's Woman starring Meryl Streep and Jeremy Irons. A bit of a black spot in my Meryl Streep kind of filmography. I haven't seen this one before, so very much looking forward to checking it out. And as I said, if I really enjoy it, then I will get the either a DVD copy or possibly the Criterion version. We'll see how it goes. So the next one is a bit of a random one, but just to preface it by saying that I have a little bit of a fascination with Bigfoot and like how he is portrayed on film. Very, very random, I know, but I enjoy any films that revolve around Bigfoot. I honestly think the imagery of Bigfoot is just so creepy. So any movie to do with him, to do with like the idea of Bigfoot or finding Bigfoot, I'm just like, I'm sold, I'm in. So I picked up this 2 DVD pack of family movies. So the first one is this one, Forest Warrior, starring Chuck Norris, which like again, like I have no idea what this is about, but the one that really sold me on this DVD set was this one here called Bigfoot. It's called Bigfoot: The Unforgettable Adventure, and I think this is like a good happy portrayal of Bigfoot. So like you know, a very family friendly, like Bigfoot is like a friendly kind of character in this. But again, it's just the imagery of Bigfoot I just think is just so fascinating to me. Like I think my fascination with Bigfoot stems from being a child and being absolutely terrified of the Bigfoot in Harry and the Hendersons. Like I know that was it was a kids movie, and then it became like a TV series, and it was, you know, it was aimed at kids. Like the demographic was for families and kids, but he scared the shit out of me as a child. Like anytime that used to come on, like I just remember seeing like the 2 feet in the forest, and like if anyone has seen the opening credits to Harry and the Hendersons, you'll remember like the 2 feet, and like just absolutely shooting out of the room and just hiding and crying, and I was so scared. And even a cousin of mine had like a Harry and the Hendersons doll that they used to bring over to my house, and like it was the scariest thing in the world to me. So it was like a long time before I could actually ever watch Harry and the Hendersons again, and when I watched it I just saw how like benign it actually was. But then I think the fascination just stuck from then on, and any horror movies or any films at all to do with Bigfoot I just think are just endlessly fascinating. So in my quest to kind of watch as many of them as I can, I thought this was an interesting find. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing just what the hell this one is about, but yeah, I'm really glad I found it. So the very last title that I thrifted is, it's actually a videotape, and it's this one called Old Gringo. I've never heard of this before until I seen it in the charity shop. But it stars Jane Fonda, who I will watch anything that Jane Fonda is in. And it also stars Gregory Peck and Jimmy Smits. And this one seems to be like a romance set during the Mexican Revolution. So I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. I had never seen like a DVD copy or anything this before. Never even heard of it. So very much looking forward to checking it out. It seems to be, I think it's like an ex-rental copy. But again, such an interesting find, and it never came up in my research of Jane Fonda before, as far as I remember. So from 1989 it says. So we will check it out and we'll see how it goes. So that is all of the titles that I got secondhand this week. I think I did pretty well actually for a week, because some weeks I don't really find that much, and this week I think I did quite well. So I'm really happy with everything I got, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. So the next video I'm going to do, as I mentioned in my last video, I have been ordering some indicator titles. So they've all the ones that I've ordered have arrived now, so I'm going to film a little haul of indicator titles, and I'll get that one up really soon as well. So if you're still watching, thank you so much for tuning in and just for listening to me ramble on. I really appreciate it. So yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.